Good evening, everyone, and welcome to WCBN FN Ann Arbor. It's your place for Michigan sports. Tonight we have a great matchup between the Wisconsin Badgers and your Michigan women's basketball team. I'm Andrew Pipta, joined by Caleb Brown. We're kind of thrown into the fire here, but this should be a really good game, Caleb. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm excited to see what both of these teams have to offer. It's obviously an honor to be here in Chrysler Arena alongside you for another broadcast with WCBN FM Ann Arbor. Very excited. The energy is very high as we begin to start the
Yeah,
second semester of women's basketball.
Yeah, especially with how this Michigan women's team has played. They're number 9 in the country. They're so electric. They're the number 1 scoring offense in the Big Ten. They force a lot of turnovers. They move. They play fast. They play aggressive. It should be a really great game.
Yeah, and especially considering yesterday, unfortunately for the Wolverines men's team, they fell to Wisconsin for their first loss of the season here in Chrysler yesterday afternoon, and hoping to find some redemption for the University of Michigan, the women's team today.
Yeah, especially too. Another team that's kind of looking for redemption is Wisconsin. In their last 15 games, Wisconsin has fallen to the Michigan Wolverines, 13 of them. And this is also a new regime, new coach brought in from Missouri. And this Wisconsin team, they want to play fast. They want to push the paint. Uh, they really want to, attack the basket, and they also have some really great shooters. So it should be a really interesting matchup for a Michigan team that also has some great shooters on the team, has a lot of great scoring. 4 scorers that are averaging over 10 points a game. It should be really exciting offensive showcase between two Big Ten teams.
Yeah, I could not agree more. Uh, the Badgers took the loss to the Purdue Boilermakers in their last game just this Thursday. Very close one as the Wolverines took the win on the road in Happy Valley just a few days ago, and so stakes are very high early on in the second semester as we are near tip off.
Mhm. And to run through the starting lineup really quick, it is Destiny Howell, Brianna Ware, Ronnie Porter, Gift Sheen, and Kira Daniels for Wisconsin. And then for your Michigan Wolverines, it's Olivia Olson, Mila Holloway. Oh, sorry, no Silas Swords. That's my bad. She is out. Olivia Olson, Mila Holloway, Brooke Quarles Daniels, Talea Delphos, and Ashley Solfulcanic. As there is already a sideline out of bounds here for Wisconsin. Looks like some things were missed in that rundown. Kind of a little bit of a distraction here. There's kind of talking about what they just saw. Caleb, did you see anything?
I didn't notice anything. Everything was going so quickly that I just didn't. I don't know what to make of the first 6 seconds of the game so far. But for now, the ball it's Wisconsin basketball, so we'll see where we go from here.
Daniels to pass it in to Porter. She's going to dribble it up. A full court press already. Michigan loves to play that style of basketball. Kind of dribbling around. Double team already from Michigan. Has to force a pass out. Open pass in the paint for Wisconsin as Michigan's going to get the rebound here. Pushing the pace a little bit. Right to Holloway. Holloway in the right corner. She's going to get a screen tied up a little bit, and that's going to be a foul. A reach in on Uchenna. First foul for Wisconsin. Still 0-0 Michigan. Daniels to pass it in. Gets to the Holloway. Holloway dribbling over to the left side. She's going to pass it to Delphos on the top of the key. She's going to then get it to Daniels. She's getting swarmed inside the arc. She's going to get it to Delphos in the right post. Tries to get in the Solfulcanic, and it just goes off the hands of a Wisconsin defender. It's going to stay Michigan ball. Holloway to pass it in. She's going to find Olsen on the left side. She's going to pull up for a mid-range jumper, and that's an air ball, but that's going to be a shot clock violation on Michigan. Wisconsin's going to get the ball here. Passes it in the Porter. She's going to bring the ball up for this team. Passes it back out. Oh, and a steal here by Volcanic. She's going to drive it and get a foul on that play. Really heads up from her.
Yeah, a lot of early pressure coming from the Michigan defense, swarming the players, getting double teams, getting those steals. And that's a good effort.
I mean, that's really what they want to do. They lead the Big Ten in forced turnovers. They really want to play aggressive and force you to make a mistake on defense. And looks like some discussions right now with Kim Barnes of Rico here, talking to Olsen, talking to Holloway as they're kind of trying to figure some stuff out. Really, we're going to get a pause and play here. Finally, the ball is given to Volcanic. First free throw is a miss off the back iron for Volcanic. Second free throw is good. First points of the game for Michigan, 1-0 against Wisconsin. They're going to pass it into Howell. Howell's going to push the pace. Another double team, forced a mistake here. A little bit hectic here. Porter retains possession. She's going to drive to the hoop. She's going to put it up and misses, but it's a foul. It's an offensive foul. Sorry. Michigan's going to retain possession there. Really great drawn charge from Delphos there. Really great play from her. Michigan's going to pass it in. Wisconsin matching that pressure that Michigan has put on them. Porter guarding. Passes it up to Delphos. Delphos to Daniels. Daniels over the Olsen in the left corner. She's going to run a play with Volcanic. She's going to spin, drives, gets the bucket there. Nice footwork from Ashley Volcanic. And again, a little bit of pressure, but it was still Wisconsin basketball where to pass it in. She's going to get it to Porter. Porter bringing the ball up, surveying. Gets it out to Daniels. Daniels, top of the key. She's going to look around for a pass. Gets it to Howell. Howell looking for a screen. Double team, passes it to the left corner. Not a lot of time on the clock. Has to get a shot up. And there's going to be a shot clock violation on the Wisconsin Badgers again. Michigan basketball here. 7:48 to go. 3-0 Michigan. Holloway going to bring the ball up. She's going a little fast. She's going to get it to Delphos. Delphos, she's going to go right to the free throw line. Pass it back up to Holloway. Holloway to Delphos in the right corner. Volcanic's going to run a play for Delphos to get a drive. Missed shot there, but scrimmage for the ball. Wisconsin's going to retain it. Ware going to push the pace a little bit here on the fast break. She's going to drive to the hoop. Passes out to the corner to Porter. Porter, she's going to dribble around. Gets to the Howell. Howell, the three-point shot. No good. Rebound, Olivia Olsen. She's going to bring it up for Michigan. A little bit of pressure here. She's going to drive, dribbles, a couple crossovers, and a foul called. Ware called for the foul. A little rough there on Olsen. And it's going to be an out-of-bounds play for Michigan. 3-0 Michigan here before the inbound. Olsen gets to the Holloway, top of the key. She's going to look around for a pass. She's going to try and get to Olsen. Olsen in the right corner. Her three-pointer is no good. Rebound Delphos. Holloway with the ball. She's going to take a three. And it's no good again. Out of bounds play Out of bounds for Wisconsin. Michigan looked like they wanted a little bit of a call there, but didn't get it. Porter's going to bring it up for Wisconsin. Gets a little bit of a double team here at the top of the key. Passes it out to Jaja. She's going to get it to Ware. Ware's going to pass it out to Daniels. Daniels is looking for a screen. She's going to pass it back out to Porter. Ware on the right side is going to get the ball. Shoots it. No good. Michigan bring the ball up. Holloway, top of the key. She's going to try and get to Volcanic. That fails, but she gets the ball back. Screen. Passes out to Daniels on the left side. She's going to drive and gets the foul call there. Brooke Quarles-Daniels, a bit of a revelation. She's been so important for this Michigan Wolverines team, doing it all this season.
So far, the defense has really been the story of the afternoon for both sides of the court today. As it really, the first couple of minutes have really looked more like a hockey score or a baseball score, 3-0.
Yeah, and the physicality too, as Daniels misses her first free throw. Both these teams have really been aggressive on defense, trying to force some mistakes. It's been really fun to see. Daniels makes that second free throw. It's 4-0 Michigan. You're going to pass it to Daniels. Daniels is going to try to find Steele, who is checked in for Wisconsin. Couldn't get the ball into her. Again, that pressure from Michigan is going to force an out-of-bounds play for Porter. Porter's going to get it to Steele right at the Michigan logo. Brings it back out to Porter. She's surveying at right of the Michigan logo. She's going to look for some sort of play. Tries to get it to Howell. Howell passes it right back to Porter, top of the tee. And there is a offensive foul called on Porter, the second drawn charge for Michigan.
Yeah, that's one of the strengths of the Wolverines this season, is that they've been able to draw a lot of fouls from the offense and defense as well. And they've already caused Wisconsin to foul 5 times in these first 5 minutes of the game.
Holloway in the right wing. She's going to pass it to Delphos, top of the key. She's going to get to Olsen. Olsen's going to look for Delphos. Can't get it. Gets a screen. Mid-range jumper. No good for Holloway. And Michigan foul on Volcanic. Her first foul of the game. It's Michigan 0 for 4 in their last field goal attempts. They haven't scored in the last 3 minutes. Porter's going to bring the ball up for Michigan. Gets pressured. Passes it to Daniels. Gets it out to Howell. Howell's going to take a 3 on the left side. No good. Daniels going to rebound the ball. She's going to push the pace. She gets it to Delphos on a nice pass. And Delphos with the layup. 6-0 Michigan, and a timeout called.
Yeah, that play looked a lot more like the Michigan basketball that we've seen in this previous season. Of a slower start in those first 4 minutes, but these last few seconds have been really energetic for the Wolverines. It's great to see that again. If you're Michigan,
yeah, especially when you're missing Silas Swords in this matchup.
Yes.
Who is an offensive engine for this Wolverines team. I mean, she can pull up from anywhere. She's really aggressive, especially when she has a 3-point shot. And when you're missing that, you know, it is rough for a team.
Yes.
And then on top of that, what are you seeing from Wisconsin that, you know, you kind of hope that they can kind of improve upon? What have you seen out of them that's been good?
Yeah, I think first off, I think the fouls have been troublesome for Wisconsin. Fortunately for them, the Wolverines haven't made a lot of free throws, but they've caused a lot of fouls, and that could be trouble getting later into the game, possibly losing some starters due to fouling out. And so I think that they have to be more disciplined on defense in order to try to come back, create some, and then on offense as well, create a lot of chances to score, get some easy layups, and try to get back into this game. It's still early, and they have all the time in the world to do so, but they
Yeah.
have to stay disciplined in order to.
Yeah, and you say that it's also really early, but Michigan's already in the bonus. So that's something to keep an eye on, especially in this first half, that first quarter, because you still got 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
We are nowhere close to finishing this first quarter.
No.
And on top of that, I mean, Wisconsin 0 for 4. They've had some opportunities, especially from 3, just haven't connected. You could say the same thing, though, for Olivia Olson. She's 0 for 3. She's had some great mid-range opportunities, just it's not falling.
Yeah, it's been kind of a weird first few minutes of this quarter. It's very rare to see a very dominant Wolverines offense not get as many points in
Yeah,
in
and
the
then
first quarter.
especially with Robin Pingeton, like she wants to really, attack inside, but she's also a person who really loves employing some really great shooters. So to see them kind of missing their shots already, it's kind of weird. But Porter's going to bring the ball up. She's going to try and throw a long ball that is out of bounds. She tried to hit steal, but couldn't connect on that play. A little bit of a sloppy turnover there. Holloway's going to bring the ball up for Michigan. She's surveying right at the top of the Michigan M. She's going to look for Delphos. Delphos gets the ball. Looking for Daniels. Daniels corrals the ball, top of the key. She's going to pass it in to Dudley, who draws the foul there right in the middle of the paint. Kind of peer away there. Just couldn't get that ball to fall with the contact.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that not without the chance for the end one, but still a great chance here with these potentially two free throws, depending on the outcome of this first one.
And Dudley with the free throw misses again. Michigan has struggled with free throws in some of their last couple games, especially their Pacific Northwest trip to Oregon and Washington. And 0 for 2, but Olsen gets the rebound, passes to Delphos. Holloway free at the top of the arc. Her 3 is no good. Daniels rebounds the ball. She's got it at Dudley in the right corner. She's going to survey. She gets it to Olsen in the post. Little hook shot, and that's good for her first bucket of the game. Porter pushing this pace, going really fast here. Gets it. It's kind of tough to see here, but a missed 3 from Wisconsin. Holloway's going to push pace here and gets the layup there in transition. Good bucket there. Daniels with the ball, gets it to Porter. Porter surveying. She's going to get it 22 on the side. 3 goes up from Porter, no good. But that's off of Holloway. Ball will remain Wisconsin ball. No, sorry, that was a foul on Wisconsin. With them being in the bonus, Holloway will shoot some free throws here. Her first one is good. Michigan up 11-0 against this Wisconsin team that's had a really impressive season so far. Make that 12-0 as substitutions come in for Michigan.
Yeah, I think within that last 1 to 1.5 minutes of play, it seems like the Wolverines really made some good adjustments and have been able to kind of pick up their pace and play that normal brand of
And
Michigan
Delphos is
basketball.
going to get the steal, pass it to Dudley. Dudley goes to Olsen. Olsen kind of in a bad position. She's going to take a mid-range shot. No good on the fadeaway. But Daniels is going to push pace. She's going to get it out to the left side. And Steele tried driving there and just lost her dribble, and the ball falls out of bounds. Michigan will get the ball here. Daniels inbound as Brianna Ware checks back into the game. Wisconsin has not scored a single buck in the last 7 minutes of game time. Michigan and Brown pushing it up. Delphos gets it. She's going to dribble around. She gets it to Daniels. Daniels to Olsen on the left side. She's going to find Dudley. Handoff to Olsen. Olsen dribbling around. Gets it. Top of the key. Daniels on the right side. Gets it to Brown on the left side. No good from three, but Delphos gets the rebound. Pass it to Daniels on the right side. Olsen fadeaway jumper. It's good. Olivia Olsen 2 for 6 now from the field on a pretty fadeaway. Daniels fires it off left corner to Steele. Steele's three is no good again, but the rebound from Michigan, an easy layup for Dudley there. Had no one in front of her after she corralled that rebound, and another timeout, 16-0 for Michigan. What a first half from both sides.
Yeah, it's been completely different than the last time out we called. The score was fairly low, and now Michigan has really seemed to kind of run away with this first quarter.
But I think a big thing we're seeing from Wisconsin is that they're 0 for 5 from three, and they've taken more threes than field goal than points inside the arc shots. Sorry, and they just can't buy a bucket right now. It's been just an unprecedented struggle.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for their offense. They haven't been able to get inside of the key. Having to take threes is really unfortunate when you're down, especially down now 16. It's really important to try to get inside and try to get a quick layup, quick two, try to get back into this game.
Yeah, but it's just everyone missing their shots, and it's kind of now a mental thing. You know, you just want to see that first bucket fall to know that you can score. As inbounds. The inbounds goes to Daniels, who's going to bring it up. Daniels, she's surveying. Letting the offense kind of set up. She's going to pass it to Ware. Ware's going to take the ball on the right side. Looking for a screen. Passes it to Bierlein. She's going to drive. Fires it up. Top of the key. No good from Daniels. Another missed three. Michigan going fast here. Brooks World Daniels gets it kind of gets it to Brown, who resets. Motion, Olivia Olsen. She's going to get the ball. She's going to fire it, ball to Brown, but that's stolen by Daniels, who's going to take a three, top of the key, and there's the first bucket of the game for Wisconsin. Sorry, that was past the ball, and she gets it. Brown is looking around. She passes it to Daniels. Oh, but she got shoved there. Daniels on Daniels. Another foul, and Michigan's go to the free throw line again. Brookworlds Daniels at the free throw line. She is 5 points away from a career 1,000 points with Michigan. Her first free throw is good. 17-3 Wisconsin. Her second free throw, and that one is good. 18-3 Michigan. Steele's going to bring the ball up. Passes back to Ware. Trap here. Fires that ball. Gets it back to Ware. Looking for a screen. She gets it out. Back to Ware. Ware's going to drive. Gets it out to Cron. No good from 3. Rebound and shot is no good again. Delphos with the rebound. Gets to the Holloway. Holloway to Dudley. Dudley back out to Brown. And a missed wide open layup for Michigan. Brutal there. Fast-paced offense goes. No good from 3 from Wisconsin. And then back out to Holloway. Holloway drives and gets the and one. Holloway, 6 points on the night, the leading scorer for Michigan. Holloway, her freshman year, was more known for her playmaking, her passing, but this year she is really kind of exploded in terms of her offensive capabilities.
Yeah, I could not agree more. It has a chance to make another point with this and one. And that's been the story for the Wolverines. They being at the free throw line. They've had some trouble. Fortunately, they're up by above 10, almost 17.
But yeah, Michigan with that bucket, 7 of 11 from the free throw line, 21-3. Michigan. Ware bringing the ball up. She's getting trapped on her side of the court. Really risky pass there. Ware gets that ball back. Kind of slows the game down here. Action in the low post here. That shot is no good, but out of bounds. Uchenna, with that shot opportunity, just couldn't make it. It's going to be an out-of-bounds play for Wisconsin. And another foul called. Destiny Howell got that ball in the inbounds, but just got fouled there. She'll be at the line for 2. Trying to make it a 21-5 game here. Her first free throw is good. 21-4 Michigan. 6.8 left on the clock. Her second free throw is also good. 21-5 Michigan. 6.8 left. Holloway's going to try and go fast, trying to get a shot up before the buzzer. She's going to get it, drive, and misses the layup opportunity. We're going to go in the second quarter, 21-5. Caleb, what did you see?
I've seen definitely. It almost felt like there were 2 different quarters. The first half of that quarter was kind of a very slow start for the Wolverines, but they eventually picked up the pace and are now up by 16. On the other hand, the Badgers have had a lot of trouble trying to get the easy layups. Also, currently 1 for 12 at the field, and so that's why they're currently down 16 points. But what I noticed from it is that they also took a lot of shots, kind of almost out of desperation, is what it looked like, which I don't understand as much, considering that there's still 3 quarters left to play. I think that if the Badgers want to get back into the game, they have to slow down on their possessions and try to set up screens.
Yeah.
Continue to play defense while on offense and get those easy layups and try to get back into the game.
Well, I think that you just got to give credit to this Michigan defense. I mean, they are forcing Wisconsin to play at their pace, not the other way around. And you really just see a Wisconsin team that looks very uncomfortable out there. I mean, it really feels like every single Michigan defender is, stuck to them like glue, and it's really hard to shake them off. And when you get these open opportunities, they've had a lot of shots from 3.
Yeah.
They're just not falling. I mean, Michigan is kind of telling you got to beat us by taking more threes than us, and they can't do it.
Yeah, that's been the story of the afternoon.
On top of that, I mean, Michigan themselves hasn't made a single shot from three yet, but they're only 0 for 4. I mean, they've really attacked the paint. They've gotten a lot of fouls drawn. They've been really just really aggressive inside the arc, and it's been really, really exciting to see.
I could not agree more. Yeah, definitely. The Wolverines are definitely playing that brand of basketball that we've seen from them so far in this early season.
And currently, right now, all Michigan leading category scores. Michigan is leading in every single major category. Holloway with 7 points, Olsen with 4 rebounds, Daniels with 2 assists. No blocks recorded by either team, but Michigan also leading 3-2 in terms of the turnover battle. As we're gonna lock into the second quarter here, Michigan up 21-5, heading into the second. Big thing to focus on is now Wisconsin is a little bit safe. They aren't in the bonus anymore. They can play a little more aggressive on defense. Holloway gonna bring the ball up. She's gonna get it left side to Matherin. Matherin, the Van Tim, and they're going to get it out to Daniels. Daniels, that ball rolls around the rim, and it's a miss. Rebound, Sofolcanic. That ball is fired by Crockett, and Crockett, no good. Rebound, Cron. She's going to bring the ball up, gets it to Ware, who dribbles to the right side. Gets it to Uchenna. She's going to fire it off left corner to Cron. She's going to get the ball back, drives, goes for the layup, no good. Michigan rebound. Daniels, she's going to go move fast. Kind of slows it down, gets to the Crockett. Crockett to Holloway in the corner. No good for her three from the right corner. Foul called on the rebound. Personal foul on Howell, her second of the game. Again, a foul is really playing a big role in this Michigan lead. 21-5 Michigan, 9:12 left on the clock. Daniels is going to check in for Wisconsin. As Holloway going to pass it to Sofolcanic. She's going to get the ball back to Holloway. Holloway, a little bit of a hook shot. No good. Gets her own rebound. Crockett, her three-pointer, top of the key. No good, too. Rebound. Howell gets it out to Ware. She's going to move fast. She's going to drive left side. Her layup is good. Little lefty layup there. Holloway pushing the ball up. She's going to fire it off to the corner. Matherin, her three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Ware. Ware is going to move fast. She's going to fire it to the corner. Prod, her three-pointer, no good again. Rebound, Uchenna, no good from her putback attempt. Rebound, Michigan. Sofolcanic with the rebound. Gets it to Daniels. Daniels going to drive. She's going to pass it out to Matherin. Matherin, her three-pointer, no good again. Rebound, Crockett. Back out to Holloway. Top of the key. Sizes up. Mid-range jumper. The long two is good. Throwback to the 2000s there. Ware bringing the ball up. Daniels on her. Daniels really great this year in terms of her defense. Gets to Uchenna. Looking for some off-ball action. Ooh, nice cut from Howell for the two there. Holloway pushing the ball up. Holloway drives. Layup is good. She drove right. She scored with her right. Another bucket for her. She leads Michigan with 11. Ware bringing the ball up. Ware passes it to Uchenna. She has it top of the key. She's going to drive left. She's going to go and get oh, that was a rough fall from everyone involved there. It's going to be an offensive foul. Another charge drawn by this Michigan team. That's their third so far. Daniels passes it in to Holloway. Holloway got to bring the ball up. She's going to get it to Dudley on the left post. She's going to dribble around, tries to get to Olsen, but Olsen can't corral that ball. Porter's going to pass it in the Ware. Olsen guarding her. Drives by Olsen. Her layup is good off the right side. Holloway moving fast. Holloway dribbling. Gets to Olsen. Olsen's going to drive right. She's going to throw a prayer up, and she gets that foul call. She's going to go to the line for two. Wisconsin's third foul of the game. Again, kind of seeing what we saw in the last quarter. This Michigan team's just drawing fouls left and right.
Yeah, it's a continuation of that first quarter. 3 fouls already for the Badgers. Currently still zero in the second quarter for Michigan.
Again, though, Michigan, while they're up 25-11, make that 26 as Olsen makes her free throw. They've just played incredibly physical to start this game out, and it's been really impressive to see them play physical, not commit any fouls, and forcing fouls on Wisconsin as that next free throw is good, 27-11. A little bit of a full court press here. Forces the Porter to pick her dribble up, and tries to fire. Daniels tries to fire it, but no good. And they moved really fast there. A full court heaved. Holloway gets another bucket, her 13th of the night. As Porter again gets tripped up. A lot of pressure here from the Michigan team. They're going to force Weir to take a three, and that's an air ball. Just let her take that shot. Michigan basketball now. Wisconsin, 1 from 11 from the three-point line. Holloway bringing the ball up for Michigan. She's going to dribble it on the logo, waiting for the offense to set up. Off-ball motion from Delphos. She gets in the left corner. Olsen gets that pass from Holloway. A nice little snipe there. Gets another bucket for 2. Again, full court. Again, double team here. Forces a timeout from the Badgers. It's a 6-0 run over the last minute. 4 for 4 for Michigan. What are we seeing?
Yeah, it's what we've seen is kind of unbelievable. Just continued aggression from the Michigan defense. Really just playing really strong, really hard, really fast in this second quarter. They've kept Wisconsin out of the arc and just been really a force that's nearly impossible to try to get through, and just also incredible efforts on their offensive side to try to build on this lead and minimize the points allowed for Wisconsin.
I think we're also seeing Wisconsin in the second quarter not really able to handle those double teams in the half court as well as they did in the first quarter. I mean, they are forcing Wisconsin to make bad outlet passes, and it's just easy turnovers for Michigan, who then gets out in transition and just gets a bucket however they want it.
Yeah, it really has. It really has been that way, and they've really been able to pretty much do whatever they want on offense against the Badgers so far. It's going to be a long day for Wisconsin if they continue to allow Michigan to do this.
Yeah. And I think what's been really incredible again is, like what you said, Silas Swords is out. You're missing your number 2 scorer when you really one of your best 3-point scorers in Silas Swords. I mean, that step back three is deadly, and to miss that threat from outside the arc. Michigan's 0 for 9 from three right now, and it hasn't meant a thing. It's like they're playing without the 3-point line. And I think it is funny how you had a jersey retirement earlier today for a player who also had so many points, scored so many points without a free 3-point line. That was something they made to emphasize. Diane Dietz, they raised her number 21 jersey earlier today.
Yes.
And completely deserved. She had an incredible career here. None of us, me and you both weren't alive to see it, but incredible nonetheless.
Yeah, special to be here, and especially broadcast today on the day where we'll celebrate and her legacy at Michigan.
Yeah. Actually, it's my second game that I've called a kind of legacy moment. I called Kim Barnes-Rico's final win before she was the most winningest coach in program history, and that was also just a really incredible moment as Wisconsin's gonna pass it, inbound the ball here. Zaza, right corner, she's gonna turn the ball over. Daniels, she's looking for her career 1,000 point. She gets a foul and the and one! 1,000 for Brooke Corals Daniels.
Just another special moment that would.
Wow, what an incredible moment for a Michigan Wolverines player who has had an incredible season so far, has really flashed on both the offensive defensive side of the ball. I was with WCBN when I called the game against Notre Dame, where she played an incredible game against one of the best scorers in the country, Hannah Hidalgo. She was really just incredible on both sides of the floor. As Zaza's going to get the ball, Jaja's going to get the ball, passes it out to Ware, back to her. And they're going to dribble around, and another turnover there for Wisconsin. Porter and Jaja just were off. They just weren't on the same page there, and just another unforced turnover for Wisconsin. As Holloway's going to bring the ball up, she's going to dribble it around, looking for some motion. Delphos rotates to the left corner. Dudley is going to pass it out to Holloway. He drove. She's going to pass it to Dudley again. Holloway gets the ball. She's going to take the three, left side. No good. Rebound, Dudley. She's going to look for Olsen. Olsen is called for... She stepped out of bounds when she received that ball. It's going to be a turnover on Michigan. Porter's going to pass it to Ware. Ware's going to bring the ball up. Crowd is chanting air ball. Pressure here. Double team coming. And, wait, what? I'm a little confused at what happened. Did she step over the line? Was it a backcourt violation?
Oh, they called it a 10-second violation. Was what?
Oh,
yeah, that's
again, another unforced turnover for Michigan. Unforced turnover for Wisconsin. Michigan benefits from that. 9-0 run for Michigan. Holloway gets to the Olsen, top of the key. She's gonna fake a pass. Gets it to Dudley inside. Dudley misses that layup, but she gets the rebound. Pass it to Holloway. Now Daniels misses that shot. Olsen gets the rebound and the putback there as contact on the court. Holloway is going to pick up a foul. 13-2 run over the last 3.5 minutes for Michigan. Wisconsin 5 turnovers in the last 4 minutes. Just brutal turnovers for them. 36-11 Michigan. 4:14 left to play. Fired out to the corner. Gets it to Howell. Howell gets stripped. Dudley going to fire it out to Daniels. Daniels is going to take it. Gets it to Olsen inside. Olsen with a nice little layup there for her 12th points of the game. Daniels brings it up. Waves off the screen, works one-on-one, fires it off to Porter. Porter gets that screen. She's going to dribble around a little bit, fires it off to Howell. Howell's three-pointer rolls out. Another missed three-pointer for Wisconsin. That's their 12th of the game. They've only made one. Michigan now also in the bonus after that personal foul by Bierlein. 2 free throws awarded. Dudley's going to take the first free throws. Are going to take those 2 free throws. She's 0 for 2 on the game now. 38-11 Michigan. 3:28 left to go in this second quarter. Her first free throw is another miss. Dudley, second free throw, another miss for her. She's 0 for 4 from the line. Porter moving fast. She's going to dribble to the left side and throws the ball away to Dudley. Dudley's going to fire it out to Daniels. Daniels going to fire out to Olsen on the left corner. Dudley also gets stripped. Gets it to Daniels. Daniels looking for someone to take the ball from her. It's going to be Bierlein. She's going to fire it out to Porter. Right side of the court. Gets to Bierlein right at the free throw line. Steele's going to take a shot from the left side and makes it. Second 3 of the game for Wisconsin, 38-14. Olsen going to push. Mid-range jumper is good from around the right iron. Really great shot there from her. As Daniels is going to get trapped here. She's in a bad spot. She gets stripped. Dudley tries to fire it out to Brown, but gets fouled. Daniels' first foul. Michigan's going to go to the free throw line here. And a 15-3 run. Wisconsin, 7 turnovers in the last 5 minutes. What do you got to say about that?
Yeah, I think, obviously a lot of credit to the Wolverines, their defense creating those turnovers, 10-second violations, forcing near backcourt violations as well. Just not the Badgers' day today.
First free throw for Dudley is good. She's now 1 for 5 from the line. Her second free throw is good. 42-14, Michigan. Just running away with it in this first half. Is it safe to say that I think Michigan's now on the century watch here?
Yeah, I think so. With just above 2 in the second quarter, 2 quarters to go, I would say I agree.
Paul is going to get that 3 to fall from the left corner. They're going to run fast. Sofocanic gets that quarterback pass there. Misses her layup, but Krall's going to move fast here. She's going to get it to Howell on the inside, and she's going to get She's going to get 2 here. Michigan 42-19. Michigan leads. 1:46 left on the clock. Brown's going to look for Mathurin. Matherin's going to take it right at the Michigan M. She's going to fire it off to Daniels. Daniels is going to fire out to Mathurin again on the left side. No good from 3. Krall's going to move fast. She's going to get it to Porter. Porter to Howell. Howell takes a 3. Misses left. Daniels moving fast. She's going to fire it off to the left side. Sofocanics going to try and put it up. But no good. Daniels is blocked off of her putback attempt. And Wisconsin's moving fast again. Porter's going to get it left side. She's going to drive. She's going to dump it off to Howell, and Howell's going to get the bucket there. Wisconsin on a bit of a scoring run to end the first half. 42-21. 55 seconds left to go. Brown on the left wing. looking for Soul Volcanic. Soul Volcanic on the posted up. She's going to dribble around, a little bit of a step through, and draws the contact. She's going to go to the line for 2. Soul Volcanic with 3 points on the ball game. 1 for 3 from the field, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Michigan missing their last 4 field goals. Her first free throw is good. 43-21 Michigan, 41 seconds left. Wisconsin really finishing strong here. Their shots are starting to fall. Soul Volcanic second free throw is no good. Porter's going to push. Porter fires it off to Howell. Howell on the right side, looking for some help here. Finds Bisbale. Going to find Porter. Porter's going to survey. She's going to slow the game down a little bit. Fires it off to Steele on the left wing. She's going to dribble around, looking for someone to get the ball. She gets it back to Howell. Howell finds Bisbale. She's going to try a turnaround jumper, and she gets blocked to end the half. 43, not end the half, but pretty much ends the half for Wisconsin. 43-21, 9 seconds left. You're going to imagine Michigan's just going to drain the clock and try and go for a buzzer beater here. Olsen going to take it up. She's going to find an open 3. She's going to fire, and she scores from the Michigan M. Olivia Olsen, 17 points on the quarter, 7 of 11 from the field. She's been on fire for Michigan in the absence of Silas Swords.
Wow, what a shot. She took that from Ypsilanti.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could have thought, hey, I thought it was from Yipsy. I thought she was firing that thing from Yipsy. I was like, oh, wait, are we in Eastern Michigan right now? No, we are at Michigan. We are at Chrysler Center in Michigan, up 46-21. Just really impressive game. They have led every single minute of this ball game.
Yeah, it's been a very, very impressive half for the Wolverines today and this afternoon. Really seeming to play like the team that they have been this whole season. And it really, really shows today, keeping the Badgers at bay, holding them to just 21 points in 20 minutes of basketball. Very, very impressive look for the Wolverines today.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it was just Wisconsin. Just they weren't able to get a lot of opportunities, and the opportunities that they did get, I mean, they just weren't able to take advantage of it. I mean, this Michigan defense was swarming, especially that second quarter, forcing so many turnovers, which has really been the story of the game. Michigan has only turned the ball over 5 times this half. Wisconsin 15, and a lot of them were off of double teams, bad passes. Worse. Incredible game, though, from this Michigan defense that continues to be one of, if not the best in the Big Ten.
Yeah, I could not agree more. We did not say enough about the Wolverines and their season that they've had and what Coach Barnes has done for this program and helping to bring it back to what it was.
Yeah, especially with developing that last year's this year's sophomore class of girls who have been just phenomenal. I mean, from top to bottom though, this roster has grown so much from last year, and it has really been inspiring to see. And I mean, last year this Michigan team left a little earlier than they wanted to after playing a really tough Notre Dame team last year in the tournament, and this year, you gotta hope that you start to see them, break into that Sweet 16, maybe Elite 8 ceiling, and then go from there. This is a team that really is trying to push to be a Big Ten champion, especially with a tough UCLA team in house, and it's really exciting to see where they could go.
Yeah, for sure. They're definitely looking to really finish what they started in the last season and try to go further and build upon that last season to
Yeah.
to achieve something even better in this season.
All right. Well, that's going to be it from Andrew and Caleb here on the first half call. We're going to leave you with a go blue, and we'll turn it over to our second half crew.
And now, welcome to the floor, worship legend himself. Welcome to the Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Chrysler Center here in Ann Arbor, Michigan, where here we got me, Owen Bierlein, and my colleague Trevor Horvath on the second half coverage of Michigan women's basketball versus Wisconsin Badgers. what a game we've had here today. Trevor, what have you seen out of the Wolverines so far to have as big of a lead as they do, 46-21?
Yeah, it starts off on the defensive side where the entire first half, the ball pressure's really been really good. And they would lay back in the full court, but right when they get past half court, particularly in the corners, they would trap, and that would lead to turnovers, that led to shot clock violations, that led to steals. And another thing, the Badgers are really struggling with foul trouble. 5 players have 2 fouls, and they have 2 starters with 3 fouls in the first half.
Yeah, that can really be a problem that we could really see end up paying off for the Wolverines here in the second half. They got a 25-point lead, so not a huge issue, but we could for sure see the Badgers end up fighting back here. And Trevor, did you see any like specific Wolverines or Badgers that really performed well in the first half?
Yeah, without Silas Soares, the Wolverines needed to find a go-to scorer or two. And that was Olivia Olson. That was Mila Holloway. They both stepped up. We saw Olivia Olson there at the end of the first half with almost a buzzer beater from the logo. She ends the first half with 17 points and 5 rebounds. That's a real star for the Wolverines. And Wisconsin doesn't really have a star player yet, but they're known for their 3-point shooting being first in the Big Ten in 3-point field goal percentage, and they're sitting at 20% at halftime. So that's why you see them with only 21 points.
Yeah, that's a stat that Michigan should really be proud of and should really end up focusing on here in the second half too, because like I mentioned, that 25-point lead, it's going to be hard to chip away at that with twos. They're going to need some threes to go down, and 20% from three is just not going to cut it for the Badgers. So I expect to see the Badgers shoot more threes, and they hope to have a higher percentage, and I also expect to see the Wolverines aim to defend that more. And if Olivia Olson can continue to step up like she's been doing, the Wolverines should be able to sneak out with one today.
Absolutely. If you just keep the ball pressure up on the threes, make it hard for them, almost force them to attack the inside, it's going to be hard to chip away at 25 points here at halftime.
Yeah, about 40 seconds until the second half kicks off. The Wolverines make their way onto the court. Looks like it's going to be Olivia Olson, Mila Holloway. Was Thurin? No. Ashley Sofokanik and Tayala Delfos, as well as Brooke Corals-Daniels. Those are going to be your starters. Brooke Corals-Daniels got her 1,000th career point as a Wolverine today. So something really to be excited about.
Big milestone, even happened on an and one. What better way to get your 1,000th point?
Yeah, we saw the stadium erupt with her 1,000th point, and quite the moment for her. Looks like Howell's going to pass it in for the Badgers. Nope. Check that. Daniels would pass it in for the Badgers.
Daniels, one of the Badgers with 2 fouls, something to watch here in the second half.
Daniels kicks it into Ware. Ware brings it up. Down at half court, right where the Wolverines like to trap. Back to Howell. Howell takes it right around the free throw line. Still got it. Picks up a dribble. Back to Ware. Ware takes it back block in. Over to Howell. Open for 3. Shoots it. Too far. Off the iron. Rebounded by Holloway. Holloway takes it up. Top of 3. Over to Olson. Olson down low to Sofokanik. Sofokanik up for 2.
That's what they're going to have to do. Just keep attacking the inside with the bigs and foul trouble.
48-21, 9:25 remaining in this third quarter. Holloway pressures up on Ware. Ware over to Porter. Porter up. Guarded closely by Corals-Daniels. Right around the block end. Moves over to the right. Down to Daniels on the left wing. Screen from Uchenna. Wolverines double. Holloway down the middle. Ware fouled on the way up. She'll be shooting 2.
So far, it's been more of the same. Lots of double teams to start off the second half for the Wolverines.
Yep, they'll call that one on Corals-Daniels. Ware shooting 2. This band lights up. Ware makes the first. 48-22, 9 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Second is up. Good. 48-23. Olivia Olson passes it in. The Badgers with some pressure. Holloway brings it up the right side. Back towards the middle. Over to Olsen. Olsen back to Holloway. Holloway looking for a pass. Gets a screen. Pulls up midi. Going to call a loose ball foul on Sofakanik. That is Sofakanik's second foul. Ware takes up the left side. Picked up by Holloway about half court. Ware gets a screen from Chenna. Takes on the right wing. Guarded closely by Holloway. Daniels up top. Daniels drives left. Pull up midi. No good. Rebounded by Corals Daniels. Corals Daniels pushing in transition. Olivia Olsen right side. Goes up for the layup. Misses it. Gets her own rebound. Sofakanik fouled. She'll go up to shoot too. That foul is going to be on Daniels. That is Daniels' third.
She's now the third Badger with 3 fouls.
Sofakanik gets the ball. First shot's up. Good.
If there is a critique of the Wolverines' first half, it's 13 for 20 on free throws.
Yeah.
It's not a number you like to see.
Could be a little bit better. Sofakanik off the front iron. Going to be 49-23, 8:15 remaining. Badgers trapped on their own side. The errant pass. That's going to be Wolverines' ball.
Even off a missed free throw there, Wolverines still keeping up the defensive pressure. That's
Absolutely.
16 turnovers for Wisconsin.
Wow. That's going to be a large factor in the score that we see right now, which is 49-23, 8:11 remaining. Holloway's going to take it out. Holloway dishes to Olsen down low. Olsen dribbles, passes back out to Holloway. Holloway over to Delfoss. Delfoss up, got at the midi. Great shot from about 15 feet out. Holloway up on the pressure, full court. Ware brings it up. Holloway wanted a foul there, didn't get it. Ware up around the block M, moving right, picks up her dribble, down to Uchenna. Uchenna back over to Porter. Porter back to Daniels. Daniels guarded closely by Delfoss. Daniels right side, pull up midi. Good, great shot there by Daniels over Delfoss. Badgers bring the full court pressure over to Holloway.
It's another thing I'd love to see from Wisconsin here is more pressure in the second half.
Absolutely. Holloway going to go for the fadeaway jumper. Does not get it. Rebounded by, oh, we're going to get an injury timeout. I think that's Ware down there. Yes, Ware's down, getting some medical attention. Nope, she's back over to the bench now. Certainly hope Brianna Ware is okay. Lily Cron will check in for the injured Ware, and Porter will take it out. Porter dishes it over to Daniels. Daniels got her closely by Delfoss in the full court. Daniels tries to get the
Here
right
comes the
side.
trap.
Yep, there's the trap. There's the trap. Going to be a jump ball. Just like you mentioned, Trev, Michigan keeping up on that defensive trap defense. Jump ball. Wisconsin will retain. Oh, no, they won't. Michigan possession.
Another unforced error there by the Badgers.
Mm-hmm. Corals Daniels pass it into Holloway. Holloway takes it up. Crosses half court. 51-25 Wolverines, 7 minutes remaining. Delfoss with it on the left wing. Delfoss to Sofakanovic. Olsen, top. Goes behind her back. Kicks it to Delfoss. Delfoss goes up. Fouled.
That is another area where the Wolverines dominated in the first half. That is now 13 offensive rebounds for the Wolverines.
Yeah, Olivia Olsen and Delfoss have been down there playing very, very physical and have gotten a ton of those rebounds, like you mentioned. Delfoss gets the ball, getting ready to attempt her first from the charity stripe. Good. 52-25, 6:44 remaining. Misses the second one off the back iron. Oh, that was originally rebounded by Daniels. Refs are yet to make a decision. Looks like that's Wisconsin basketball, though. Yep, Wisconsin basketball. Porter will pass it out. Looks like Steele's there to take it. Back to Porter. Porter, Michigan looking to trap. Doesn't get it off. Daniels over to Cron. Cron guarded closely by Holloway on the right wing. Jaja on the top, guarded by Sofakanik. Steele getting trapped. Jaja with the move down low. Looking for a pass. Goes up. Blocked by Sofakanik. Kicked out. Good. Lily Cron for 3 points. Holloway brings it up the middle. Going up. Fouled. I believe they're going to call that on Steele. Yep, they'll call that on Steele. Holloway will head to the line.
That is now 4 Badgers with 3 fouls.
Certainly not a sight to see if you're Robin Pinchton. Holloway's first shot up and no good. 52-28, 6:03 remaining. Holloway's second free throw, good. Porter takes it out. Porter gets it to Steele. Wolverines in full court pressure. Steele takes it up. Steele over to Porter. Porter back, right wing. Porter's going to go full. Jaja takes it down low, kicks it out to Cron. Cron back to Daniels. Daniels, deep three, off the iron. Rebounded by Holloway. Holloway's going to push it. Holloway up to Corals Daniels. Corals Daniels up, good. 55-28, 5:38 remaining in the third quarter.
That's where the Wolverines really excel is in transition there, as we just saw.
Yeah, both the men's and women's team have really
Play very fast-paced offense.
Exactly. Here comes the trap. Steele's trapped at the top. Throws it off of Olivia Olson. They'll keep possession. Olivia Olson will check out. Macy Brown checks in. Olivia Olson checks out. Good to see Ware back in the game. Brianna Ware passes it in to Steele. Steele maintains it. Right around the top of the key. Down low to Jaja. Jaja's got a chance. Goes up. Misses it. Rebounded by Holloway. Wolverines in transition again. Holloway kicks it out. Del Foss for 3. Off the front air. No good. Rebounded by Corals. Back. Holloway for 3. No good. Rebounded by Del Foss. Del Foss puts it back up. What about 2 offensive rebounds there for that possession for the Wolverines?
In the entire game, they've just been dominating the glass. By far the more physical team.
Ware brings it up the right side. Corals Daniels in coverage. Jaja's got it at the top. Over to Steele. Steele looking to pass it. Over to Howell. Howell at the top. Jaja down in the paint. Sofakanik in coverage. Jaja, 2 points. Holloway, bring it up center court. Picks up a dribble. Over to Macy Brown. Oh, errant pass. A little bit too far for Van Timmeren. And so there's our first media timeout of the second half. Trev, what have you seen so far here in the second half?
Yeah, both teams are kind of settling in, but what I'd like to see more from Wisconsin is when they get trapped, you got to fake a pass to make a pass. You can't just hold the ball right where they're going to trap you. That's where they get in trouble.
Yeah.
And if you do that, you can start opening up the driving lanes, and then you can drive, and then once you get help, you can kick it out, and that's where they're going to find the open threes here to cut into the 27-point deficit now.
Yeah, you mentioned the kick-out threes. That's something that's really going to need to be beneficial for the Badgers so far because we see them take a lot of contested shots, and then even when those don't fall, we see them start to drive, but when they get in their driving, Michigan's got everybody in the paint. So they got to figure out how to spread out the Wolverines' defense and then drive in, potentially get some layups, and then once those start falling, the kick-outs are open, like you mentioned. That's how the Badgers are really going to have to start caving in. So.
And then going on to what the Wolverines have been doing good is even they've missed a few free throws here. Active hands. right when Wisconsin grabs a defensive rebound, they're swiping at it, they're trying to get a steal, and we saw a few that almost resulted in another turnover for Wisconsin.
Yeah. I mean, how many offensive rebounds are the Wolverines at now?
The Wolverines are at 15 offensive rebounds
Oh my goodness.
to Wisconsin's 19 total rebounds.
I think that's one of the big difference makers in the game. And you mentioned it earlier, the fouls. The fouls are up now. What, the Badgers have four ladies in foul trouble?
4 players with 3 fouls, and 3 of them being starters.
Yeah, that could have come down to the wire. I know we saw Macy Brown check in for the first time today. She is a junior from East Grand Rapids. Almost had a chance to get a bucket there earlier, but we've also seen Brooke Quarles-Daniels. She stepped up today. I know in the victory over Penn State, Brooke Quarles-Daniels was a big part of that. And today, even more, with Silas Swords out.
Yeah, she stepped up in place of Silas Swords in this game.
Yeah. All right. Teams are getting out from their benches. Look to see who both the Badgers and the Wolverines have on the floor.
Despite the 17-point lead for the Wolverines, something I found interesting, 1 for 14 from three-point land.
Really?
1 for 14.
The Wolverines are 1 for 14?
Yes.
So their only three-point make is Olivia Olson's shot from half court with 2 seconds left.
That is correct. That is 7% from 3, and still a 27-point lead.
That's incredible. For the Wolverines, the core is Del Foss, Quarles-Daniels, Dudley, Holloway, and Macy Brown. Brianna Ware brings it up the court. Over to Bolin. Ware, top left. Gets it over. Bolin. Down low to, picked off. Quarles-Daniels. Down low to, there you go. It was Tayala Del Foss for 2. Ware brings it up quick in transition, dishes it down to Bolin. Bolin's blocked by Dudley. Macy Brown gets it up, dishes it to Del Foss. Del Foss goes up, not fouled. Fighting over the rebound. Ware comes away with it. Brianna Ware of Wisconsin brings the ball up. Picks up her dribble. Trapped. Gonna get rebounded by Del Foss. Fouled. Is that Ware's 4th?
That's Ware's 3rd.
3rd.
Now 4 players for the Badgers with 3 fouls.
Wow.
That's another difference maker so far in the game, is it just feels like Michigan has been hustling more.
Yes.
Those 50-50 hustle plays, feels like everyone has gone to the Wolverines.
Olivia Olson will check back in for Quarles-Daniels. Macy Brown will take it out of bounds. Dishes it to Holloway. Right around the block M. Right wing. Back to Macy Brown. Olivia Olson up top. Over to Del Foss. Down to Olivia Olson. Back to Del Foss up top for 3. No good off the back. Is that 1 for 15 now?
That's 1 for 15.
Brianna Ware takes it up. Top of the key. Down low to Bolin. Bolin tries to use her size on Holloway. Doesn't get it to convert. And that is 2 points for Jovana Spasovsky. Holloway takes it up top of the right wing. Goes up. Jumper. 20-footer good.
Normally, Holloway's been the facilitator on this team so far, but with the loss of Swords today, she's really been stepping up in terms of scoring.
Ware over to Howell. Down low. And Spasovsky scores again. Olivia Olson. Over to Holloway. Back to Olivia Olson. Takes it right up the middle. Kicks it out to Del Foss. Dudley got it. Dudley pulls up from the free throw line. Air ball. Del Foss goes up. Fouled, though. That foul's going to be on Lily Cron. And the Wolverines, with that foul, will now be in the bonus. 61-34, 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
With all the foul trouble Wisconsin's in, Michigan's only shooting 61% from free throw. Only 16 for 26.
Not something you want to see if you are Wolverines head coach Kim Barnes-Arco. Del Foss, first free throw up, and it's good. 62-34. We just saw Mackenzie Mathurin check in for the Wolverines. Up. Delfoss's second free throw is good. The 5 for the Wolverines is Alyssa Crockett, Mackenzie Mathurin, Kendall Dudley, Olivia Olson, and Mila Holloway. Howell takes it up the right side, right around the block M. Down low. Svasovsky.
Last
Missed it
three
again.
possessions down the floor, she scored a basket.
She got the last 6 points for the Badgers. 63-36, 1 minute and 57 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Both teams do a small huddle.
Ware just picked up her 4th foul.
Yep. Ware with 4 and 3 Badgers with 3. Is that right? Mila Holloway at the line. First free throw up and good. Mila Holloway's second free throw is up and good. 65-36. 1:57 left in the third. Ware brings it up, dishes to Howell. Howell across to Daniels, right out of bounds.
Despite that turnover, I really liked how instead of bringing the ball up the floor and getting right past half court and getting trapped, they passed it earlier to avoid that trap.
Holloway over to Olivia Olson. Olivia Olson gets a screen from Dudley. Takes it up top, back to Holloway. Had a shot, didn't take it. Back to Mackenzie Mathurin for 3. Off. Going to be a loose ball foul on Daniels. That is Daniels' 4th foul. Crockett from the charity stripe. The Wolverines on the side talking to their coach. Crockett's first shot is up and no good. Alyssa Crockett, a 6'2 senior from Westfield, Indiana. 0 for 1 this trip. Second shot is up and good. 1 for 2. 66-36. 1 minute and 32 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Looks like the Wolverines are going to pick up back with the full court pressure here.
Holloway picks up Porter early. Olivia Olson helps out. Porter gets around, dishes it to Howell. Howell up to Daniels. Daniels is going to take it herself. Kicks it out to Porter. Over to Fasowski. Back to Daniels. Daniels to Bolin. Throws it straight out of bounds. Crockett's going to take it in. Oh, Wisconsin, the Badgers with the pressure. Gets it to Olson way down court. Olson takes it down low on the wing. Gets it down to Mackenzie Mathurin. Looking for a pass. The 3-second violation on Mackenzie Mathurin. So that'll be a turnover. Badgers will take over. 66-36 Wolverines with just about a minute remaining in the third quarter. Porter's going to take it in. Steele checking in for the Badgers. Porter passes it over to Howell. Howell drills it up on the right side. Howell back to Porter. Porter up to Svasovsky. Porter back at the top. Looking for a pass. Hanging on the left wing. Dudley on Porter. Porter going in. Changes her mind. Alyssa Crockett with a steal. Going coast to coast. And that's going to be another turnover for the Wolverines.
Despite that, the Wolverines have had very few sloppy turnovers today.
Yeah, that one. Crockett just lost control. Tried to get it to Corliss Daniels. They fumbled it together and went right out of bounds. Not a huge problem we've seen for the Wolverines today. Something to keep in mind, though. Porter trapped in the corner. Barely gets it out to Fasovsky. She's got it up on the left wing. This is back to Porter. Porter just about center court. Going to get a screen. Look for the roll, didn't get it. Steal. Porter for three. Just off the front iron. And that is the end of the third quarter, with the score being 66-36. So the Wolverines hold a 30-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. We saw in that quarter, it was a little bit sloppy.
Both sides
Yeah.
were a little sloppy there. At halftime, we said in order to close the gap, the Badgers are going to need to start hitting more threes. And I don't believe they hit a single three the entire third quarter.
Yeah, there wasn't much scoring for the Badgers in general. But at this point, I think they're just trying to hang in there. So, for the Wolverines, just you want to stay clean, stay playing
Absolutely.
clean basketball.
Finish strong.
Right, exactly. And the Wolverines have still only made that one 3-pointer, and it was probably let's say it was 30, 35-footer.
I would say so, certainly. Almost Caitlin Clark-esque from the
Yeah.
logo.
Yeah, it was from the logo, all right. Absolutely amazing shot by Olivia Olson. As the state of the arena gets up for the T-shirt toss.
Everybody's favorite time of the night.
Absolutely. Yeah, today was a really special day, though. We saw number 21 Deeds get her jersey retired today.
Absolutely.
And that's big for both of us too, because one of our professors, real close friends with Mrs. Deeds. So awesome to see that. Really,
She
really
also
cool moment.
has some crazy accomplishments. 2,000 points in a career.
Yeah. What an awesome feat. And she did that without a
Without a
three-point
three-point line, exactly.
Without a 3-point line. They got the cameraman on the selfie cam. Fun times here in the Crisis Center in Ann Arbor.
Everybody's enjoying the 30-point lead heading into fourth. Pretty packed house today too for the jersey retirement.
Absolutely. We've seen a little bit of dissipation here, but still quite a strong crowd. Looks like the 5 for the Wolverines is going to be Dudley, Crockett, Corals Daniels, Mathurin, and Olivia Olson. For the Badgers, it's going to be Steele, Daniels, Porter, Svasovsky, and Howell. Porter takes it up just across the center court. Corals Daniels in coverage. Howell got it. Moving left. Dishes it to Daniels. Daniels taking it down the left lane. Pulls up. Good from 10 feet out. Olivia Olson dishes it to Mathurin. Mathurin takes it up back to Olson. Olson around the right wing. Dribbles it across. Gets it to Mathurin on the left. Daniels on the left wing. Dribbles it in. Hits it to Olson down low. Throws up a shot. Good for 2. Olivia Olson scores her 19th point of the night. 68-38. 9:21 remaining in the fourth. Daniels inside, and that is good for the Badgers.
I would have loved to see Wisconsin do this early on. Early on in the first quarter, all they were doing, it felt like, was just throwing up contested threes.
Yep. Mathurin brings it up. Dishes it over to Daniels. Olivia Olson brings it down. Goes up. Contested shot. Great shot. That's her 21st point of the night.
So good at attacking the basket.
Absolutely. Steele brings it up. Dishes it to Porter. Porter with Daniels in coverage. Porter trying to call for a play. Daniels gets it. Daniels brings it in, kicks it out to Steele. Steele is good from 3.
I believe that's their first 3 of the second half.
There you go. Michigan leads 70-43 with 8:21 remaining. Mathurin with the ball in the right wing. Kicks it to Olivia Olson up top. Back to Crockett deep from deep. 3. No good. Rebounded by Dudley. Dudley makes the contested layup and gets the foul. Count it. 72-43 Michigan. 8:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. Dudley will be at the line. Dudley, we've seen step up here in the second half, too. Dudley with 6 points and 7 rebounds.
After a quiet first half, it's nice to see her settle in here.
Absolutely. Dudley's free throws up and converts the 3-point play. Fantastic basketball. Steele takes it up. Dishes it to Porter. Porter's trapped. Gets it over to Svasovsky. Down low, Howell's wide open. Makes the shot. 73-45, Michigan. 7:55 remaining. Mathurin brings it up, kicks it to Crockett. Crockett back to Daniels. Daniels takes it in. Dudley gets the layup. Dudley scores their
Dudley
9th
again.
point.
Dudley again.
Steele kicks it back to Porter. Porter's going to bring it up. Corals Daniels in coverage. Porter brings it up. Going to take it all the way. Kicks it out to Svasovsky. Olivia Olson in coverage. Daniels takes it at the right wing. Goes in on Dudley. Kicks it out to Howell. Howell's got it on the left wing. Takes it to the paint. Going to get a foul on Mackenzie Mathurin. Block. Scores 75-45 with 7:17 remaining in the fourth quarter.
It's another thing the Wolverines have done a great job of playing very disciplined today. Not a lot of fouls on the Wolverines.
Yeah. The lineup for the Wolverines is Corals Daniels, Delphos, Crockett, Dudley, and Mathurin. Porter kicks it out to Daniels. Daniels brings it up, gets it to Porter in the corner. Porter drives at the lane, kicks it out to Howell for a midi. It's good. 75-47, Michigan. Mathurin takes it up with Steele right on her. She goes up, blocked by Steele. Michigan will retain possession.
Looks like Wisconsin wanted the trap there.
Yeah, taking a little bit out of Michigan's book. So Delphos will take it out on the right baseline. Delphos kicks it over to Corals Daniels at the top. And Mathurin for 3 in the corner. Air ball just a little too far. Rebounded by Crockett. Crockett to Dudley. Oh, errant pass. Daniels, nobody there. She's got a layup. 75-49 Wolverines with 6:37 remaining in the fourth quarter. With Mackenzie Mathurin takes it up. Dishes it to Delphos. Delphos to Crockett on the left wing. Crockett takes it to the right wing. Kicks it back to Delphos on the right wing. Delphos for 3, just off. And goes out of bounds. They'll call that Wisconsin basketball.
That makes the Wolverines 1 for 19 from 3 land.
Oh my goodness. That is not a statistic that Michigan hopes to continue. I know Silas Swords being inactive today is contributing a lot to that, but still could certainly shoot better from 3 in the future. So during that break, we saw Macy Brown check in, as well as Mila Holloway. Ware takes it up, blocked by Dudley. She was out of bounds. Wisconsin basketball on Michigan's baseline, 75-49, 6:07 left in the fourth quarter.
Despite the 26-point gap in the score and only 6 minutes left, the Wolverines still showing defensive intensity.
Absolutely.
Active hands.
I just noticed the stat. Wisconsin has 22 turnovers and 24, and Michigan has 24 points off those turnovers. So
That's could be the difference in the game for Surf.
absolutely. There's going to be a shot thrown up by Steele, rebounded by Delphos. Delphos kicks it to Holloway. Holloway takes it up on the right wing. Holloway picks up a dribble, gets it over to Corals Daniels. Corals Daniels in the corner. Gets it to Dudley. Dudley back to Corals Daniels. Corals Daniels dribbles it off her foot. That'll be a turnover for the Wolverines. Their 9th. Porter will take it out for Wisconsin on the baseline. Oh, but before we do that, we have a Wisconsin substitution. Nikki Kirsten checks in. Kirsten checks in for Porter and will take it from the baseline. Kirsten passes it in to Ware. Ware brings it up right around center court. Ware calling for another play. looking for a screen, off ball. Gets it to Steele up top. Steele holds it, kicks it back to Ware. Ware takes it down the middle on Holloway. It's going to be a foul on Holloway. A lot of Michigan fans aren't really happy about that one. They'll call that a shooting foul as well, so Ware will head to the line.
Holloway is the first Wolverine with 3 fouls today.
Ware's first free throw is up and good. 75-50. 5:26 remaining in the fourth quarter. Ware's second free throw is up and good. 75-51. Holloway takes it up the right side. Loses her dribble, gets it back. Signals Delfoss off. Gets it back to Delfoss. Over to Macy Brown. Macy Brown gets it down to Dudley. Dudley's working in the paint. Throws up a shot. Good. What a
Beautiful
shot by
use of the
Dudley.
glass there.
Kirsten brings it up. Passes it to Ware. Ware all the way across to Steele. Steele up for 3 is fouled. That's going to be on Macy Brown. So Lily Steele will head to the line for 3 free throws. Lacey Steele, excuse me. That'll bring us to the second media timeout of the second half. And Trev, it's a 26-point game, kind of late in the fourth quarter. What would you grade the Wolverines' performance today?
I mean, despite the lackluster 3-point shooting, they've been stellar. Usually, you see probably somewhere in the 10s in terms of how many turnovers they get throughout the whole game.
Yeah.
Sitting at only 10 right now compared to the Badgers' 22.
Yeah.
So on the offensive side, they're still getting it done despite the 3-point shooting, and then the defense has just been out of this world.
Yeah. The Wolverines have really been stellar on defense. Wisconsin came into this matchup as a strong, very strong 3-point shooting team, and they have not been efficient or successful from 3-ball today, which is, like you mentioned, a big reason that we see that this 26-point deficit for the Badgers. And a lot of times you see fans will see this deficit and think, well, this Wisconsin must not be a very good team. And I think this victory isn't much to discredit Wisconsin. I think that they are a great team. They're 11-5, I think, and that's a fantastic record.
Absolutely.
This just speaks to how good the number 9 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, are, and they've had a couple of hiccups. I would say one hiccup, because they played awesome. They've been stellar in that loss to UConn early in the season, and they had that hiccup against Washington. That was a real hiccup.
Yeah.
But last week, our last game, they exploded against Penn State. It was another great victory. So Michigan is a great team, and I expect that they will continue this up not only the rest of today, but the rest of the season. So.
Going back to people potentially thinking that Wisconsin is a good team just based off the score, they started the year 6-1. That is the best start by a first-year coach in their history.
Absolutely. Just more credit to Kim Barnes-Arco and the Michigan Lady Wolverines.
That start, and even just a 3-2 start in the Big Ten, it's their strongest start since 2009 to 2010. So certainly a better season so far for the Badgers.
Yeah, this Wisconsin team's the real deal. And last year, Wisconsin actually had Michigan in the head-to-head matchup. So we'll get things started. Steele makes her first of 3 free throws. The score is 77-52. Just under 5 minutes remaining. Steele's second is also good.
One thing I noticed on the play to get the free throw is when they got the trap, she faked it and then dished it under, and that led to an open 3 in the corner.
Which is something that we talked about earlier.
Absolutely.
The pump fake and the pump fake in the dish. And Wisconsin must have hurt us. So Holloway takes it up. Left wing. Nice dribble move. Kicks it over to Delphos. Delphos is looking down low. She gets Jessica Fields, who then turns it over. Steele takes it. Dishes it to Ware for three. Good. 77-57. Michigan over Wisconsin. 4:24 remaining. It's down to a 20-point deficit. Stacey Brown takes it up. Kicks it over to Holloway. Mila Holloway moves to the center court. Looking for a lane. Passes it off to Delphos. Delphos gets a screen from Fields. Delphos kicks it over to Dudley. Macy Brown from three. Oh, rolls in and out. Just missed. Ware brings it up court. Passes it to Steele. Steele's trapped, and then a foul is called on Delphos.
Wolverines are now 1 for 20 from 3. It's almost like there's a lid on the basket, as they say.
Excuse me, that foul is going to be on Holloway. That's her fourth. But yes, 1 for 20 from 3. Ware takes it up, left wing. Kicks it over to Bisball. Over to Daniels. Daniels right on the free throw line. Kicks it to Ware. Bounces it off her foot. Intercepted by Fields. Wolverines do not take it in transition. Slow it down a little bit. Macy Brown over to Delphos. Delphos goes up and misses the close jumper. Delphos gets her own rebound, goes up again, and gets fouled.
Another offensive rebound. Story of the game. The Wolverines now have 20 offensive rebounds and 21 defensive rebounds. Almost more offensive rebounds than defensive.
Wow. Delphos gets the ball. Her first free throw is up and no good. 77-57. 3:13 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Free throw struggles are continuing here for the Wolverines.
Delphos, second free throw up and good. 78-57. Steele will bring it up the court, covered closely by Holloway. Steele dishes it to Bisball. Bisball over to Kirsten. Kirsten over to Daniels. Daniels back to Steele. Steele on the right wing. Steele passes it to Cron. Cron throws it. It's knocked out of bounds by Holloway. This will be Wisconsin ball on Michigan's and the corner baseline of Michigan.
Another active hands moment for the Wolverines defense.
Steele takes it up. Dudley's lucky to not get a foul call there. And she passes it up quick to Delphos. Delphos goes up with a contested layup, makes it, and gets the foul. That's an and one. We'll see if she can complete the three-point play. The score is 80-57 with 2 minutes and 42 seconds remaining. Michigan with the lead.
We've had at least 5 of those passes where Jay just threw it the length of the floor, perfect in stride, right into a layup. Almost like a quarterback.
Yeah. It was a
Speaking of the NFL playoffs.
Sierra Byers checking in, the freshman from Paris, Kentucky. Delphos at the line again. Goes up. First shot is good. Only shot. 81-57. She converts her second three-point play of the day. Kirsten brings it up for the Badgers right around the block M. Dishes it to Bisball. Bisball. Down to Cron. Cron. Back to Bisball. Bisball working on Byers. Dishes it to Cron. Cron's got it. Gives it to Kirsten. Kirsten back to Bisball. Shot clock winding down. Steele's got the ball. Fouled by Fields.
In that situation, you cannot leave the ground. Low shot clock, stay on the ground, hands up. Can't get a foul there.
So Steele will head to the line. She shot 3 free throws on that 3-point attempt earlier, made all 3. See if she can keep the streak going. First one is good. Scores 81-58 with 2 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Steele's second shot up, no good. Rebounded by Delphos. Delphos pushing it quick. The Wolverines in transition. Delphos goes up, kicks it to Macy Brown. Macy Brown over to Fields. Fields pulls up a long midi off the back iron. Going to be rebounded by Steele. Wisconsin slows it up. Steele over to Kirsten. Kirsten up. Midi is no good. Rebounded by Sierra Byers, the freshman. Macy Brown brings it up right around center court. Takes it down low. Up and no foul. Blocked. Rebounded by Fields. Shots up. No good. Then rebounded by Bisball. Wisconsin will bring it back up. Kirsten on the left wing kicks it over to Steele, who is no good from 3. Rebounded by Dudley. Dudley will take it up for the Wolverines. Kicks it to Delphos on the left wing. Down to Sierra Byers in the paint. Back to Delphos from 3. Good.
There we go.
What a game by Delphos. 18 points, 9 rebounds. Majority of those have come in the second half. 84-58 with 1 minute and 6 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Kirsten, right in the center of the block M. Guarded closely by Fields. Kirsten dishes it to Cron. Cron moving on the left side. This is a nice pass to Bisball. It's going to be blocked by Fields. It's back to Delphos. Fields tries to get it in transition. She's going to be out of bounds. That'll be a turnover and Wisconsin basketball.
It's another one of those quarterback plays, though. Gotta wonder if Bryce Underwood's showing up at practice.
Right.
Teaching them a few things.
So we have the second string lineup in for the Wolverines. Macy Brown, Jessica Fields, Sierra Byers, Mackenzie Mathurin, and Ayana Dunbar, excuse me. Sierra Byers, another quarterback play. Just too far. Mackenzie Mathurin's going to get it, though, and it's good.
Great save there.
With 13 seconds to go, the Wolverines are leading 86-58. And let's see if Wisconsin tries to push it. There's 7 seconds left. They will. Oh, man. Spasovsky puts a last-second bucket in, and that will be your final score. 86-60. The Wolverines take down the Wisconsin Badgers and move to 14-2 overall and 4-1 in the Big Ten Conference. Meanwhile, the Wisconsin Badgers will move to 11-6, 3-3 in the Big Ten. So, Trev, what are your biggest takeaways from this game? What did Michigan do well? What could be improved? And what do Michigan fans, what can they look forward to in the future?
Absolutely. Well, there's no easy game in the Big Ten, home or away. Every game brings its own challenges. And in this one, it was still all about defense. Defense, defense, defense. 13 steals, 7 blocks. They were getting active in the paint. And those traps that we mentioned, those were really the difference early on. And even at the end, they didn't let up. And Wisconsin didn't score for the last almost 4 minutes of the game until they got that almost buzzer beater there at the very end.
Yeah, it was quite the defensive showing for the Wolverines. And I think that's something that fans should look forward to. And this is a game that we didn't even see Silas Swords in, which is one of the Wolverines' best players. And hopefully we can see her back for their next contest. But again, a great showing for the Wolverines. Wisconsin didn't play amazing, but I think that's not really a credit to their, I don't want to say poor performance, but more towards Michigan's great defensive performance.
Absolutely.
And And so, yeah, that's going to do it for us here at WCBN today. I'm Owen Bierlein, and I'm here with Trevor Horvath. I want to thank you for tuning it in. And so have a go blue and a good night. So